joining with me. Um, I have received an abundance of requests and um, suggestions on, different types of tutorials and things to kind of focus on. And I've had quite a few people ask for one-on-ones, and unfortunately, I don't offer them. To be very honest with you, I really don't see myself offering them even in the future. That's just a lot. And there's just no way, in my opinion, there's no way that anyone can learn how to create an obituary from beginning to end in a 2 hour time frame or even a 4 hour time frame. I can't fathom that. Maybe there are people out there that can. I just know that I'm very detailed when it comes to what and how I teach, and I want to make sure that whoever views me or whoever I'm teaching and or instructing or coaching, that you are getting exactly what it is you need. So for me to do one-on-ones, I just can't see that happening. Who knows? Maybe things will change way, way, way down the line. But right now, my small collective of individuals of designers, my small collective of designers within my private within my private sector, I'm able to give them what it is they need. They have peer support and all these things. So I'm able to help them as we all grow together. So unfortunately, that I'm just going to kind of keep it at that as of right now. However, I did decide that I wanted to sit down and do another tutorial on a template that I designed a while ago. And although it's pre-designed, I'm just going to kind of go in there and show how you can make some modifications, some significant and noticeable modifications to a template. If you don't know, I do have an Etsy store where I do have an array of templates within my Etsy store, and I will make sure that I post that in the description. And I believe that this particular template that I'm going to redesign today, this evening, is on Etsy. If it's not, I will make it available on Etsy for purchase. Nonetheless, I just kind of want to give you an idea for those that purchase templates from myself or from some many of the other beautiful and talented designers out there, just how easy it is that you can edit an obituary, give it a whole new look just by simply making some changes and using some different elements and or font styles. So that's what I wanted to do this evening. So I'm going to go into my browser, and this is the template that I designed a while ago. His name is Anthony Williams. Um, and so, as you can see, Heaven's background, let me just say this. I'm not real big on the heaven scene backgrounds. I'm not personally. However, I know that they're popular. I know that they are highly requested, and I will design those for my families if I'm doing custom work or even for templates. So this particular obituary was indeed designed on a heavens background, but I'm going to show you how we can give it a whole new look just by again changing up some fonts, moving some photographs around, and just kind of playing with it. That's what editing a template is all about. So this is a 4-page template that was designed in the dimensions of 8 by 5 by 11. And so what I'm going to do first is this is something that I do all the time. So the more that you watch me, you're going to notice that I duplicate pages. I have scratch paper, everything. So I'm going to duplicate this page. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to duplicate this page just to make sure that I have two, and I do. One of the pages I'm going to keep as my air quote, my original or my guide or my roadmap. And then the second page, the one that I just duplicated, is the page that I'm going to break down. All right. And what I mean by breakdown, I'm just going to get rid of some things just so that I have a lot more freedom and room to kind of play around with different elements, different colors, different fonts, and yeah, yeah, yeah. But in the meanwhile, I have things on the main or the original template that I can always go back and grab and add to this one if need be. Okay, so I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna break it down. So get rid of the name. Actually, mm, let's just, well, I don't have to because it's on the original, so I can don't go back and get it. I'm just gonna get rid of all of this. Everything's gonna go. All right, let's get rid of this stuff. I'm going to get rid of everything here and just kind of strip this down to the bare minimum. I want these transparent gradients gone, everything. I just want to strip it down, and I'm going to keep the images of the model, Mr. Williams, all throughout because I'll play around with them and just kind of reposition them and move them around. So let me just get rid of this. Oh, and then once I get rid of all of this, then I want to show you something as well. I'm not going to demonstrate what I did because that's more so of an advanced technique, and that's not what this is about. This particular tutorial is about, but I am going to show you something that I did do. You know what? We don't do it this way because, honey, this is taking forever. Bam, there we go. All right, I should have did that to begin with. All right. So as you can, well, we can't tell right now because the screen is, I need to move the screen up. So let me just, this is my public service announcement while my computer is trying to play catch up. I do not edit my tutorials. I don't. I'm not going to edit them. It's not that I don't have the time. I want my viewers to get a full, authentic experience. There are people that edit out their videos, and a lot of the things that they edit out that they think may be trash and that needs to end up on the editing floor are really kind of meat and potatoes that you need as you're learning. So I don't edit my videos. I want you to see mistakes made, discoveries made, as I'm doing this. This helps to strengthen your designing skills. So I just had to put that out there. All right. So I've gotten rid of the majority of everything from this template, and then I'm going to show you something. Now, as you can see, this model is the same. One is front facing, and then the two on the left and of the right are side profiles. But this front facing model, he has on a black t-shirt, but as you can see as I'm hovering over things, I added these elements to this black t-shirt to make it look like he had on a t-shirt of himself when he was a child. Okay. Now, in this day and age, especially depending on the age demographics of those that have passed away, things have certainly emerged and evolved where, the t-shirts are big, the hoodies are big, all these types of things. So I thought that it was just kind of fitting to take an image of Mr. Williams when he was a child and add it to the front of this t-shirt to give the appearance that he's wearing a t-shirt of himself when he was a kid. Am I going to go into how I did that? No, I'm not. Excuse me. It's a process, but I'm not going to go into that. Just to kind of give you an idea of what I mean and how I group things. Well, you see that I just got rid of the picture. Let me make this larger so you can see. Forever in our hearts. But I had it, minimized to where it looked like it was actually on the t-shirt above the image of the little boy. So I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm not going to do that for this demonstration. Now I'm also going to um, I'm going to get rid of this heavens background. Wait, what did I just get rid of? What was that? Let me go back. What was that? What was that? What was that? Let me see. Let me just go do it this way, so that I have an idea, so that I know what I'm getting rid of, because there may be some of these elements I just actually want to keep on this redesign. So we can get rid of this. And these clouds, I don't know. Let's just leave the clouds for right now. Let me see. Okay. This is the heavens background that I use. I'm going to get rid of that. I have some new ones that I want to try. Okay. And truth be told, it already looks like it's a heaven scene background. It's just a baby blue background with the clouds there. Do I have these images grouped? No, I don't. So as you can see, just a glow behind them, some clouds, and a baby blue background. But I'm going to actually go and add a heaven scene background. So let me go over to, I believe I have it saved. Or maybe I don't. Let me check my uploads. I have to organize all of my files and everything, and I just have not had an opportunity to do so yet. Let me see. I generated some new heaven scene backgrounds. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. And the reason being is I love the hues of purples and magentas in here, although there is a conglomerate of clouds right here. But I just love the scene, the purples and the magentas and the yellows. It's just something about the aura that it gives. And as you follow along with me along this journey, there'll be times I may say or make suggestions to those that design on a professional level to really look into the color psychology of grief and mourning, and how that can also help you when it comes to determining colors to use within your designs, and what type of effect it has on the psychologicals of individuals that are grieving. So a lot of times you will see I use a lot of the same color schemes, only because I've done the research with color theory to know what colors are easing and appeasing to the minds of those that are grieving. All right, so I'm going to do a like kind of a half screen, 2/3 of a screen. For the background, I'm going to go up to position, and I'm going to drag this background that we just added to where it's behind all three of the models, but in front of the clouds. Oh, yes. I love it. I do. I do. I love it. It's beautiful. I love it. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and make sure this is all fit. It fits. Okay. I really, really like this background. I really do. Okay. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it at that. All right. So as you can see on our model, there are sharp edges, which I hate to see sharp edges. I'm gonna do any and everything that I possibly can to get rid of sharp edges. So I do have one, I thought I had one transparent gradient left. I believe I did. And I do right here. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use my transparent gradient. Actually, what I'm going to do now, let me get rid of this because I want to show you how you can select the transparent gradient that's going to be very comparable, if not the exact same color as your background. So we're going to go over here to elements. And we are going to type transparent gradient, was already populated for me, but transparent gradient, we're going to click that. And okay, we're going to go to see all. And I'm going to pause this in just a moment. I got some phone calls coming in. Last week, my younger brother died, and I am a funeral coordinator. So I'm in Vegas. My family is in Oregon, and I need to get on the phone to kind of see what's going on and where I need to jump in to assist. But let me just do this, and I'll pause and come back. So I'm going to select the transparent gradient. Where is it at? The one that I need. All right, this one right here. It's a dark, it's a gray, muted, blackish color, transparent gradient. But this one here, you are able to adjust the color, change the color. Okay. So I always start off on the end. So I'm going to put it right here. And the objective here is to get rid of all sharp lines. I'm going to go up to the color. Right here it has document colors, and then right here it has all the colors that are what's inside of the photo, which means your canvas. And once you click that, you'll be able to see all these different color hues that Canva has picked up on every image that you have on your screen. Okay, just in case you didn't know that. So I'm going to go back up to colors, and I'm going to select a blue from this palette up here that is going to match the blue here at the bottom of the page. And let's try this one, although I know it's not going to be a match, but I just want you to see it anyway. And there may be some that just want to use some different colors because it's going to add dimension to your design. And by all means, this is your design. Do it, do as you please. But let's just kind of play around with some different colors. Actually, excuse me. Actually, even though this is not the one that I normally would have used, I like this one because again, it's just adding some dimension to my design versus this is the one that I normally would have used, or this is the one that's the exact match as the bottom of this page here. But I really like how this one just kind of gives it a pop, and I'm gonna stick with that. And if I don't like it, then I'll show you how we can go back and change it. All right, so I'm just going to make sure that I put this transparent gradient. I'm going to build them all on top of each other because, again, the objective is to get rid of any harsh lines. Still, my computer is running so slow, and my phone is just blowing up. Okay, so let me move this here. I actually kind of like this blue. Okay, so we'll move this one here because we want to get rid of the lines. And we're going to take this model of Mr. William and bring him on top of that last gradient that we just placed because it is covering his arm. So we're just going to bring him to the forward, and that gradient is just going to just kind of be behind him to cover up that line. You see what I'm talking about? Okay. And I'm going to continue to work around this. So I'm going to bring this down to where we'll start to work on the line on our focal photo, and that's the front facing. So just do this right here. I'm just going to keep doing this until I get to the other side of the page. Just making sure that all of the lines are covered. I don't want anything showing. Now I'm going to go to position, that last one that I just placed. I'm going to go to position, and I'm going to move that backward to where it is behind him, but it's still going to cover the line. Okay. Just keep duplicating. And now that I'm building this, more than likely I will probably go back and change all these gradients to the color that I initially was going to go with, but I just kind of want to play around with a different hue. Let me move this up right here. And I think I'm going to add one more. Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. Now I can do one of two things. I can leave it as is, or I can click the document or the canvas. I can go up to color, and I can change that background to the blue that we just used. I can do that. Or I can go back to the light blue background. I can click on one of these transparent gradients, and I can change that color to the light blue of the background. If I choose, click that. It's going to say change all. That way you don't have to go in there and change all, individually change them all. And to be honest with you, I'm okay either way, but let me see which one is going to best complement the sky. And to be honest with you, the one that I feel is going to best complement the sky is this darker blue over here. So let's go back. I'm going to change that background color of that page. So I'm going to click color and I'm going to go to photo colors. Again, that brings up all the different shades and hues and all of the images that's on your canvas. And that blue, this seems to be close to it. Mm, it's more of a slate gray. Let's see. That's too dark. We were just there. I want something that's more of a sky scene, but not so baby blue-ish. Um, mm, no, that's definitely not gonna do it. Okay, let's just roll with this for a minute and let's just see. We'll see. I'm gonna go up here and change one of these transparent gradients back to that blue. Hell, no, I don't even remember which one it was. Shit. Let me shoot. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Mm, okay. Mm, I don't know. I just, I don't know because ultimately I want to get away exactly from what we have up here with the original. And although I did change the heaven scene or the background to something different, I just don't know if this is what I want to do. I don't know. Let me see something really fast. Although I'm not going to use this font style on this program, I'm going to show you how to go in there and play around with the text maker within Canva. But I just want to see how the font is going to look here. Mm, okay, I think I can go with this one. All right, let me go ahead. I'm going to pause it and I'll be back shortly. I haven't touched anything, but one thing did come to my mind when I was off camera, off recording, is I just wanted to make sure. Okay, I wanted to double check what font style was used for the name, and I'll show you why. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move this name back up here. And again, I'm not really loving this dark blue, but I'm gonna try to make it work. Um, and again, if it just doesn't sing to me, then I'm gonna get rid of it. So this middle image of Anthony, I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. And both of these images right here, as you can see, they're side profile and they do have a glow around. And I'm going to actually keep the glow, but I think I'm going to intensify just a little bit more and change the color. So I highlighted one of the images. I'm going to go up to edit. And because there's a glow that was already added to this image over in the effects feature, I'll know which one it is and I'll just stick with it and I will just intensify and change the color out. Okay, so looks like it was the glow. Okay, and I want to, it is intensified, but I want to take the blur amount. Let me see, I'll change the size on it maybe. I just wanted to have a little bit more of a pop. He's young in age and designing for younger people. You know, you just really want to put that extra on there. Okay, so I'm gonna, okay, all right, and I'm gonna change the color. And unfortunately, I'm not able to go and select colors, that's within the photo. So, if I had the hex code, I just would have used the hex code, but I don't have the hex code. So, um, mm, not really feeling that. Definitely not feeling that. Let's see. Mm, I don't know. Not really feeling that either, but I'm feeling that. Okay, let me get out of that. Okay, let me get out of that. Okay, let me wait for it to populate it. Okay. And now I'm going to go and remove the second image of him. And you'll see why in just a moment because I just didn't really feel like doing that to the second image too. So I'm just going to delete it and come on, go away. Please be gone. What's the problem? Okay, get rid of that. And then I'm going to go to the one that we just added that glow, intensify that glow, and I'm going to duplicate it. Kind of move it off over here to the side. And I'm going to flip him horizontally. I'm going to move him right about here. And then I'm going to take this other one here. And I'm going to move him back to back right here. But this needs to go. This glow needs to go because it's throwing off all the blue glow around them. Okay. Make sure that they are level positioned. Okay. And I can literally hear somebody saying right now, I swear I can. But you just added all those transparent gradients right there. So what are you gonna do with that? I literally hear somebody asking that question. You'll see. Oh, okay, I got an idea. All right, I love it. Okay, just want to see if they're centered. I mean, they're aligned. Let's go and double check. Okay, bring me down just a smidgen. Okay, okay, okay. I'm cool with that. Now let's go up here and let's snag. What I do with it? Did I get rid of it altogether? Okay, I did. Let's go and snag the front facing photo, which is duplicated. Okay, well, let's just bring him down. And the transparency is actually turned down on him. And I'm going to turn it back up on this new design. Um, let's bring him up. And I want to make him just a little larger because, again, this is the focal photo. So let me make sure that he's centered. And he is. Let me bring him down just a little bit. Okay. And if you want to make sure that if you need to go back and double check to see if everything is centered, just go when the image is highlighted, just go up to these three dots right here, move on down to align, click center, he's centered. And because he's centered, then that tells me, actually, I'm going to leave it alone because I just got an idea, but I'm just going to leave it alone for right now. Okay, so I'm going to take the transparency back up on him because I did have it turned down. So we're going to take it all the way back up because, again, he's the focal photograph. All right. And I do believe that there are already transparent gradients behind him. So let's just see about moving him to the back just to kind of see. If not, then we're just going to have to go in there and do it again. And that's okay. So let's see. Let's move him to the back. Because let me, oh no. Mm-mm. Well, yeah, let's just do that anyway. Okay. And we're going to take old boy right here and move him behind the focal. Because really, again, the objective of this tutorial is just to kind of show you how you can go and modify a template and make it completely different just by changing up a background or font style. But I'm really excited to get in here into the whole font text in just a moment. And I just want to double check, make sure, is this transparency turned up on him? Okay, so everything is good. Everything's cool. We cool. Because I'm really believing that I'm going to end up changing these colors. I just think that I'm going to. I really think that I'm going to. Because I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to. Because I don't know. This is just kind of giving me just an ugly, muted blue. And that's not what I want. I want to bring happiness and peace and tranquility when this program is viewed. Let me move this to the back so that his arm is not completely covered. And then I'm going to go in here and change this color out again. I'm sorry. And this is how I design, and this is why I like recording this particular way. You're able to just see as I'm making discoveries. We're making them together. Um, okay. Yeah, no, that's not going to work for me. It's a no for me, dog. Okay, let me go back. Yeah, that's a no for me. It's not going to work. Mm-mm. And truth be told, let me check out the white. Mm, it's really, really white. It's really, really white. It's like there's no color whatsoever. So, no, we're not going to do that either. Let's just go back to the baby blue and stop playing. Wasting all this time. Okay, let me go back and change it. Yeah, let me go back and change that. It's not working for me. Okay. Okay, so what blue were we using? Good God Almighty. Oh my goodness. Oh, there it is. They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I had to go and mess up the church's money. And now we got all this dead air because I'm trying to sit up here and recount the church's money because I messed it up. Okay, let's change all. All right, yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. I am. I'm gonna stick with this. I'm just gonna stick with this. Let me move this over here just to kind of get rid of this line right here, this shirt. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. Okay, all right, I'm gonna stick with this. I am. To be honest with you, I'm not even really feeling this dark blue around him at this point, but I'm gonna stick with this. All right, so let's go and play around with the font. We're gonna go over to apps. This is a new feature that Canva added when they did their glow up. Um, and I really kind of believe that Canva is putting itself in line to be the top competitor to Photoshop. One of the things about Photoshop that I love was, and I don't know how to use Photoshop. I was getting ready to go and spend all this money to learn Photoshop only just for the font features. That was the only reason. It wasn't that I wanted to kind of learn it for the design purpose, even though it's wonderful. I just wanted to learn it for the font features. I was comfortable. I'm comfortable with Canva. I'm okay with Canva. Canva delivers what I needed, and I just wanted it for the font features. So I'm gonna go to apps, go to your apps or my apps, and we're gonna go down to text maker. And again, this is a new feature that Canva added when they did their glow up. We're gonna go down and go over to Text Maker, and in Text Maker, they have added all these different font effects. Let me click on see also. Hopefully you guys can see if you're not aware. Are they as good as the ones over in Photoshop? No, they aren't. But they're comparable. They work. All right, so I want to do, let's check out the 3D. And let's just see if there's something over there that maybe we like that will complement our design. And I really don't see anything over here that's really speaking to me. Yeah, that's gonna be drowned out if I do that. Mm, mm, Because I am gonna show you a little something once I figure out which text element, which font I'm going to use, or which font effect I'm going to use. I'm going to show you something. I made this discovery the other day. Okay, so let's go to gold because I'm really looking for the silver. I'm looking for silver. They have one, a silver chrome. Um, that's what I'm looking for, and I can't remember exactly where it's placed on here. Let me see. Comic, neon, retro. Oh, metal. Sorry, it's right here. Okay, let's see. Alrighty. This heavy rock is cool. The silver font is cool. Okay. That black is cool. The steel is cool. Polish is cool. Okay. So I'm going down to my scratch paper and I'm just going to play around. I still want to stick with the Cinzel font. So I'm in the text maker where it says the text right here. You're able to put the name. I'm going to capitalize it. Okay. Capitalize it. I'm going to, well, let's go look and see what it looks like with the Lead Gothic. Okay, so why is it not populating? Let me just refresh my screen. Make sure that it's still in that. Or I'm not going to have to go back through there. Let's just see what's going on here. Okay, and again, I apologize for the dead air, but I'm just trying to navigate through this and make sure that I'm giving you the best that I got. Ain't that what Auntie Anita say? Giving you the best that I got. I just want to make sure I'm giving you the best that I got. Let's go back and see if everything was saved properly. Because if it was not saved, I'm just gonna say right now, if it was not saved, I'm about to jump this tutorial. And I just would have wasted a whole hour of my time. Okay. All right, God love babies are full. So he said, okay, so I'm back to, I need to get back to my scratch paper. Okay, so I'm back there. Let me just blow this up just a little bit. Okay, and let me go back over to apps. I promise y'all I'm gonna clean my computer out this week so that I can get, better performance because this thing is moving so slow. And if I don't clean it out, then it just simply means I'm gonna have to go and get on my iMac. I just really like working off my MacBook because it's just convenient versus me sitting at the desk in front of the big computer. But nonetheless, okay. All right, so we were down in the metals. Okay, let's go back here to metals. Okay, go right here to see all. And we were down here because we were tinkering around with the polished. And we're going to put the name Anthony in there. Why is it not populating? Let's see. Cinzel. I know the Cinzel is one of those ones. Within. Okay, there it is. Let's just see if it looks good. Cinzel. What the hell? Come on, bro. Really? Because this is not what I. Lord God. I'm about to just say skip this. I am. Because this is really pissing me off. Ugh. I'm about to just say F this because this is pissing me off at this point, honey. I'm about to get on up here and find me something to watch on TV. Uh, let me do this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, I don't know what the problem was with the other one. I'm going to go ahead and add it to design. Okay, so add it to design. I'm going to enlarge it. Just get it out the way. And then I'm going to go back to see y'all in the effects. I'm going to go down the metal. And I'm just going to play around with a couple more just to kind of see which one talks to me. So let me see. Mm, let's try this one. Let's just kind of see what it does. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's go down the metals. I just didn't like it. Maybe for something different, not for this. And besides, I don't really want to go in here and change up all these colors and all that. Let's try this. Okay, so this doesn't look good in caps. Mm, mm-mm, I'm sorry. A little too. Let me keep that comment to myself because I don't want to offend anybody, but that's not what I do. Sorry. Okay, let me stick to what my original plan was. And that was this one. And we just gonna take it back up capital. And let's just go see what this font is looking like now. You can play around with the different fonts. Let's see what the script looks like. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Let's try this lead Gothic. Okay, wait a minute. I might. Okay, let's go in here and space these letters out just a little bit. Let's do a little bit more. This might do it. This might give me what I'm trying to do. Okay, so a little space out too far. Oh, it's probably the wrong one. Okay, let's roll with that. And listen, don't y'all be too hard on me in these comments. Again, this is just kind of last minute. I just decided to do a little something. Don't be too hard on me in the comments, y'all. Just roll with your girl. And I hope that you're learning something. All right, so I'm going to extend this out as far as I possibly can without it running off of the page. Okay. All right. Now, you can keep it at that or you can do something different. And let me show you what that something different is. All right. The name is highlighted. We're going to go up to edit. Okay. We're going to go up to edit and we're going to go over to duotone. It's a little something, something. Okay. And let's play around until we find the right little color. Ooh. Now, if you really want to, you can kind of play around with the highlight color and the shadow color, or you can leave it as is. Mm, I just want to scroll up to see what's going to really complement our design. Mm. Come on here, somebody. Okay. I like. I like. I like. So let's just duplicate this. And what happened? Oh, oh, come on here, Miss Mahogany. Now, if you really want to do something, if you really want to learn something, if you really want to see something, let's duplicate that. Okay? And let's just bring this down just a little bit. Okay? Make sure everything is aligned. Okay? Let's make sure this one is aligned as well. Just make sure everything is centered, is what I want to do. Just want to make sure that it's centered. Let's make sure this one is centered because I really kind of see, okay, it is centered. And, okay. And let's go up to, let's get up out of here. Yeah, let's get on. Let's get on up out of here. Probably don't mess around here and played around with this whole thing. Let's get on up out of here. Let's go to position and let's go over the layers. And this middle Anthony, we're gonna bring him to the front, just like that, like so. And let's make him a little bigger. Make sure he's centered. Okay. And all the colors are the same. It's just gonna go back and forth and all that type of stuff. I don't know why, but or maybe not. Let me go back and just double check. Maybe I just need to kind of jump start it a little bit again. But I just got an idea of something and I want to roll with it. Oh shit, I don't even remember which color we had that one. What? I think it was this one. Was it? Well, if it wasn't, we're gonna use it. It was this one. Okay. We're gonna use that one. Okay. So let me just move this out the way just a little bit. And truth be told, it actually really looks nice up against here, but I'm going to show you something. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of one of these. So we're going to make sure it's centered, and I'm going to take the size down just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. Move it back to where it's centered. Okay, and I want to go back up to edit. And now I'm going to go over to shadows. And let's see what it looks like curved. No, let's do angled. Let's do dropped. Okay, do a dropped. And let's change the drop background color to maybe white. Yep. Okay. Let's get up out of that. And let's take the transparency down just a little bit. Okay. Just like that. You'll see why in just a moment. It's at 74. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to duplicate this. And I'm going to move this just up, just slightly. Again, making sure that it's centered. Okay. Now I'm going to go back and grab this big Anthony and put it right here in the center, just like that. Okay. Now we're going to go to position and go over to layers. And we're going to bring the top Anthony to the front. Move it up just a little bit. Just making sure that it remains centered. Okay. And then we're going to go back over to layers. And we're going to take the bottom Anthony and we're going to move that to the front, making sure that it is centered. And it is. Okay. 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 Now we're going to group all of this together. It's grouped. Now we're going to move it up to our main design. Oh my goodness, what do you know? Make sure it's centered on our main design. Let's reduce the size just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just move this over here, making sure that it's centered. Let me just quit trying to freestyle this child and just go on and do these little dots. Make sure it's centered. And it is. Okay? There you have it. We just made a discovery. Now I want that name to have a little bit more of a pop. So I'm going to go over to elements and go over to elements, and I'm going to grab me a glow. And just grab me a glow. And let me see. I'm going to use this white one right here. Position it to where it's right here. We're going to go up to position. We're going to hit backward. Make sure that it's behind the name. And it is, because it was grouped. Let's just enlarge this. Just make this larger just a little bit. Just a little bit. Move it over, make sure it's centered, and it is. Okay. And you know, if it's a little bit too much for you, you can always take the transparency down just a little bit. Okay. There you have that. All right. Now I'm going to go back to my scratch paper. I'm going to go and grab a text box. Actually, no, I'm not. We're going to go up to our original design. We're going to go up to our original design. I'm going to copy the last name Williams. Come on down here to the original design. I'm going to paste it. And let me see. Now, I want to make the last name prominent. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this right here. I want to make sure that it's centered because I am going to change the color on this. I want to make sure that it is centered. And I think I kind of want to change the font style. It's Majesty. But I think I want to change the font style to something different. Um, Let me go see what Sloop Script is looking like. Mm, mm-mm. Let me go check out one of these Amsterdams. I really like the Amsterdam fonts as well. Um, I like the Amsterdam fonts. Let's check out this one. This is Amsterdam 4. Let's see. This is going to give me what I want. It's not. Mm, I mean, I mean, uh, it could. I mean, it could. It could. It could. It, mm, it could. It could. Um, it could. Let's go and change the font color, and maybe that will make me like it more. I'm going to use the same baby blue as the background. I'm going to go up to effects. I'm going to go over to neon, and I'm going to take it all the way up to 100. It just really kind of takes it white. Let me just leave that right there. Let's just play around with a different color. I mean, I can actually kind of get with it. Okay, bam, there it is. There it is. Now, if I really wanted to, we can just do this right here to give it some more of that pinkish that's going on with the name. But I'm really liking the blue instead. I am. Okay, let's just leave it at that. Anthony Williams. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. I'm gonna go back over here to elements. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go and grab it from off the original design, and that is the transparent gradient that I have across the top. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste. Okay, I'm going to close this in just a little bit. And this is a transparent gradient where the colors can be changed. And I am going to change the color starting here. And let me see. Let me go over here to see all, because I kind of want to have it to where some of these different hues are incorporated. That's too pink, child. That's too pink. That's salmon, I mean. That's too salmony. Mm, let's try it. Let me see what's going on right here, because I might not do it. Okay, there we go. It gives okay. It's giving that sunset. It's giving that sunset. Okay. Now I'm going to go up here to our original design, and where this has the 11 memory, we're just going to go ahead and bring this down. And I'm going to keep it in the font Majesty. We're just going to go ahead and make sure this is centered. Okay. Just make sure that it's centered. I'm not going to change anything about this. Just going to leave it as it is. All right. This is cool. Now, right down here at the bottom where it has a forever in our hearts, I'm going to get rid of that. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to leave it right there. And I'm going to go back up here. Birth date, May 28th, 1991. Death date, July 23rd. Okay. What I say, May 28th. Okay. I'm going to go here and I'm going to add May 28th, 1991. Tilde sign. We're just going to go April 12th, 2000 XX. Okay. And I am going to change the color on this so it's a little bit more legible. And it did run over, so let me extend this out just a little bit more. And then I'm going to go in here and close this up. The spacing, because the letter spacing was taken all the way over to 800. So we just want to bring this right up in here. What? Girl, what happened right here, honey? Baby, what's going on? Okay, so we got to go back and fix this. April 12th, 2000 XX. Okay. And I want to make sure that it is centered. And it is. And let's just bring the font size up just a little bit more. Okay. And let me go back and make sure that that did not throw the alignment off. So let's go and check to make sure that it is centered, and it still is. And I want to bring this up just a little bit more. Okay. There we go. And this font color needs to be changed. First off, let's get this effect up off here. Let me see what effect is on here. This lip. I'm always trying to add an effect on something. And let's just go ahead. It's in the Cinzel font. Let's just go ahead and add a bold to it. Bam, there it is. Just keep it like the font color that it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. Now, there it is. Now, remember, the top of this has some clouds on here. And all this baby blue right here, because it's obvious that I don't have any room to put, the funeral information and all that, which is fine because as I stated in previous videos and or coachings, I really personally don't like the funeral home information on the front, and I really talk my families out of doing it, but sometimes there are some that are just still in that realm of traditionalism and they want it. So but for this demonstration, I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm going to go and duplicate a cloud on both sides. Actually, I'm going to take this one and move it behind the name so that it does not cover up the name. Okay. And I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to bring this up, and we're going to move it over here. And we're going to move it behind the name. Okay, yeah, that's cool. All right, that's cool. If you want to add another cloud, that's fine too. Let's just see. But okay, this is a heaven scenes background. All right. And again, programs are not programs to me if I don't have a dove floating around somewhere. Oh, let me add this. Let me snap this up off of here and bring it down to the bottom. Okay, let's bring it down here to the bottom. Just like this, align it. And I'm going to go up to position. And I want this to go behind the name because any written context needs to always sit on top. To me, it does. Okay, there we go. All right, that's cool. Let's close out of that. There's still some blue over here that I kind of feel like I need to do something with. So let me go see what's on this other program that I can snag. Oh, okay. Oh, I know what's the last thing that I'm going to do. Wait a minute now. Okay, yeah. All right. Let me go get my dove. Because, like I stated, honey, a program is not a program if I do not have my doves on here. My doves are going to be on everything that I design. Okay, so let me just add my dove and just place my doves where I want them to be. I think I'm going to enlarge them just a little bit, at least this one. And he's right there. I'm just going to duplicate this dove. I'm going to flip him and just kind of bring him down here. I think maybe I'll reduce his size just a little bit. Just a little bit. Reduce his size just a little bit. Okay, let me move him over. Okay, and I'm going to move him to the back so that he's not sitting on top of any rich content. And then there's one last thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to wrap this thing up because I need to make some phone calls. Okay. All right, so to me, it's looking cool. It's looking cool. Is there anything else I want to snag off of the original? And there isn't. Oh, wait, yes, it is. Let me go to position. This is a gradient that I use. Um, and it really just kind of mutes down all these different colors that we have going on. So I'm going to go and I'm going to copy this. And this is the gradient that I use. And I'm going to bring it down to our design. Let me X out of this. And again, it just really kind of mutes all these different colors that we've used and, bring a little bit more of a calming effect to it. Go on back, girl. Good. Okay, what happened? Okay, okay. All right, here we go. All right, let me bring this on down here. Okay, there we go. And you'll see what I mean in just a moment. Let me get a position. See how it just brings all these colors together. It brings everything together. Now, I want this to go behind the main image and the font. So I'm going to go up to position. I'm going to take this gradient and I'm going to move it down behind the main image since that's the focal image, the most prominent. That's the one that I want to show. So I'm going to move it behind the main image. And I may have to move the name to the front. We'll see in just a moment. Okay, the main image. Here we go. Right here, right here, right here. Go back up. Right here. Okay, in between. There we go. And the name is to the front, so I don't have to worry about it. Let me see if this is it. And it is. All right, there you have it. Anthony Williams redesigned. I hope you learned something. Again, this is just all about showing you how to utilize the various features within Canva, play around with some things and how you're able to take one template, make a few alterations, and get something entirely different. So again, like, subscribe. Is that what they say at the end of these YouTube videos, honey? All this is new to me. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, subscribe to the channel for more tutorials that will come. Also, check the description box, and there will be information in there on my Etsy store where you'll be able to go and purchase templates. If you like this particular template, just let me know in the comments, and I can go and upload it to Etsy. And I'll also add a discount code along as well for it. But I hope you learned something. Thanks for rocking with me. And again, I don't edit my videos. I don't. Um, I don't edit my videos. So what you're getting is raw, uncut, the real deal. So as I'm doing certain things, playing around with certain things, this is all new. Not new to me. I'm just making new discoveries as I'm recording. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, I think I like this. Yeah. Now we're gonna have to go move this little dove out the way because I gotta put these little. Okay, baby, that's all right. I got one of y'all up on here, but this little sparkle right here just gave it a whole nother little different appeal. Let me duplicate that and move this over and make sure that it is aligned. Come on, come on. And there you is. There you go. Okay. It just it just does something different. It just does something different. I'm okay with that. All right, y'all. Um, Again, like and subscribe for more content as I build this whole, tutorials on YouTube. And again, I hope you learned something. If there's something in particular you want to see, let me know in the comments, or you can always hit me up on Instagram. I'll make sure that I put my Instagram information in the description as well. Hit me up on Instagram, shoot me an email. You can shoot me an email directly through my website. I also add that on there. So if there's something that you want to see, something that you want to learn, just let me know, and I will try my hardest to accommodate. All right, this has been fun. Let me move this over here, honey, because he ain't getting up. He's just not gonna sit well with me sitting up over there like that. Okay, we're just gonna leave him right here, baby. All right. All right. So again, thank you so much. You all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Um, and yes, let's go out here and create beautiful artwork for our families who have lost the most significant person in their lives. God bless you.